Welcome back to Meow Logic. The truth is, you are completely misunderstanding your cat and they are probably judging you right now. Picture this. You are sitting on your expensive living room couch. The room is perfectly quiet, the evening rain is softly hitting the glass window and the warm yellow light from your lamp is casting a cozy glow across the floor. Your majestic feline dictator is curled up in your lap, soft, warm and purring like a tiny, highly efficient engine. You are gently stroking their incredibly soft fur and everything feels like pure, absolute paradise. Then, out of absolutely nowhere, with zero warning whatsoever, they turn around and sink their razor-sharp teeth right into your bare hand. Chomp. You are completely shocked. You pull your hand back fast, feeling deeply betrayed by your supposed best friend. You think your cat is just being an evil little gremlin? You think they are suddenly acting aggressively for absolutely no reason. But you will be shocked to know that this sudden, violent bite is actually entirely your fault. Do not ignore this. Today we are translating your cat's seemingly violent bites into plain human English. We are exposing the real meaning behind their sharp teeth, and the final sign on this list will leave you completely speechless and probably crying. If you want to stop bleeding and finally start understanding your furry overlord, this is your daily dose of Meow Logic, so pay close attention because you are about to get a serious reality check. Number 1. The hidden petting limit. Have you ever been stroking your cat, minding your own business, and they just violently snap? You sit there holding your bleeding finger thinking, what on earth did I do wrong? Well, the brutal truth is your cat actually gave you about 50 clear warnings, but you were simply too busy staring at your glowing smartphone screen to notice. Cats possess an incredibly strict sensory threshold for physical contact. What feels like a luxurious, relaxing spa day to your heavy human hands actually feels like incredibly painful static electricity slowly building up in their delicate nervous system. Researchers at the University of Lincoln made a groundbreaking discovery regarding this exact phenomenon. They found out that cats show undeniably clear physical signs of deep annoyance way before their sharp teeth ever touch your fragile skin. But human beings are notoriously bad at reading the room. Imagine the scene. Your heavy palm is mindlessly rubbing their back up and down, but look much closer at the details. Look at the very tip of their fluffy tail. It starts aggressively twitching left and right, like a ticking time bomb of pure feline rage. Their perfect little ears flatten back against their skull just a tiny fraction of an inch, resembling a fighter jet ready for takeoff. Their entire muscular body tenses up completely rigid under the suffocating warmth of your hand, even though they have not moved a single inch away. You should absolutely never ignore these signs. These are not the relaxed movements of a happy animal enjoying the moment. They are literally screaming at you in absolute silence to back off, human. And when those incredibly subtle warnings get completely ignored, the sudden bite is their final desperate attempt to cancel your subscription to their personal space. The fix is ridiculously easy, and you will feel silly for not doing it sooner. Pay deep, focused attention to the first 3 minutes of your petting session. If their body shifts even slightly, you must stop petting them immediately. Let them walk away into the dark shadows of the hallway. You will actually build a much stronger bond of trust by simply not being incredibly annoying. Number 2. They think your hand is a cheap, squeaky toy. Why does your cat aggressively attack your bare fingers like they are a 5-star meal when you are only trying to have some innocent fun with them? You wave your clumsy hands around, they wildly pounce, you laugh, and it is all very cute until they grow up and their massive adult teeth actually draw real blood. Here is the dark secret that nobody tells you, and it is the biggest mistake owners make. You did not just playfully interact with your cat. You literally trained a tiny, highly skilled furry assassin to hunt your own flesh. When they are tiny, fluffy kittens, every single moving object in the bright living room is a serious game of life and death. If you foolishly use your bare hands to wiggle and dance across the carpet, their primal predator brain instantly locks onto your fleshy fingers as the ultimate enemy target. This is not hatred. This is a deeply ingrained wild survival instinct that you accidentally programmed into their tiny little heads. A massive scientific study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior proved something absolutely terrifying. Cats who are regularly played with using bare human hands instead of actual physical toys are significantly more likely to violently attack human skin during normal quiet moments when they are fully grown adults. You basically told them that human skin is always on the dinner menu. And the absolute worst part is exactly how you clumsily react to the pain. When those needle-sharp teeth grab you, your very first human instinct is to yank your hand away, screaming in complete panic. But in the cold, calculating eyes of an apex predator pulling away incredibly fast looks exactly like a delicious dying bird trying desperately to escape into the wild bushes. You just triggered their wild chase instinct to the absolute maximum level. You are not correcting the bad behavior at all. You are actively making the violent hunt 100 times more thrilling for their predator brains. Stop doing this right now. You must change the game entirely. Use a long, flexible wand, a brightly coloured feather, or a string that puts a very safe physical distance between your fragile skin and their deadly wild instincts. If they still stubbornly lunge for your hand anyway, you must do something incredibly difficult. You must freeze completely like a solid statue. Do not move a single muscle. Do not make a tiny sound. A dead, boring hand is simply not fun to hunt. Within a few short weeks of absolute boring consistency, most cats will completely rewire that violent impulse. And hey, if you want to survive living with a miniature tiger in your house, hit subscribe for your daily dose of Meow Logic to keep learning these life-saving secrets. But what if your cat bites you when you are not even playing? Number 3. The hidden agony. What if your cat bit you not because they were annoyed, but because their fragile body was secretly screaming in pain? This is the one that will make you feel incredibly guilty. Because by the time you figure it out, you have probably been scolding a cat that was just trying to protect itself. Cats are the ultimate masters of disguise. In the wild, if a larger predator sees you limping, you instantly become dinner. So your cat will eat, walk, and act completely normal until your giant heavy hand presses on their secret sore spot. Boom. The sudden bite happens. It could be arthritis, bad teeth, or a pulled muscle from missing a clumsy jump off the fridge. If a normally sweet cat suddenly bites you when you touch one specific area, do not take it personally. Book a vet visit. Sometimes a single sharp bite is the absolute only warning they will ever give you before things get much worse. Number 4. The invisible terror. Have you ever reached for your cat and they bit you so incredibly fast it felt like a ninja attack? There was no hiss, no growl, just pure explosive reaction. That was not anger. That was blind, blinding fear. A terrified cat does not think, they just react. Their tiny brain flips into survival mode and suddenly you are not the human who buys the expensive wet food. You are a massive, scary monster. Look for the signs. A hunched back ears, pinned flat eyes, dilated like giant saucers. When a cat feels cornered, biting is the fastest way to make you go away. Loud noises, strangers, or even a new scary vacuum cleaner can easily trigger this extreme panic. The absolute worst thing you can do is chase them or try to hug them. Let them run away and hide under the bed. Once their tiny heart stops racing, they will come back on their own terms. Fear bites mean they are overwhelmed, not evil. Catch more facts on your daily dose of Meow Logic. Number 5. The ultimate paradox of love. Remember when I said there is one bite that means the exact opposite of everything else? This is it. Some bites are not angry warnings or cries of pain. They are pure, unadulterated affection. Your cat is literally saying "I love you" with their razor-sharp teeth. If your cat is purring softly in your warm lap and gently nibbling your bare fingers, you are experiencing the famous love bite. Animal behaviorists deeply believe this comes from kittenhood, when they gently nip their siblings to show trust and bond. So when your adult cat does this to your hand, they are officially treating you like blood family. You can easily tell a love bite because it is incredibly soft. Their ears are completely relaxed. Their eyes are half closed in pure bliss. The biggest mistake you can possibly make here is screaming and pulling your hand away. You are actively rejecting their weird little compliment. So next time it happens, just stay still, breathe, and accept that your cat finally chose you as their favorite human.